So after about a 5-day break due to some rain, we are back in the field and back at it. So it is working awesome. Nice moisture now. Actually, this ground really needed a rain. Kind of pack the strips down a little bit, mellow things out. So it is working really, really well. So we did get the pivot over there moved out of the way because we need to plant underneath of that. And then we've got about 40 acres left on this field. And then we are done planting corn. So we're getting close. Okay, so it has been a couple days since we've done any planting videos. Last one you seen, I was just finishing up corn. Today we are out doing something a little new. We got the Case 5500 soybean special hitched on the back of the 8400T. No-till drilling some beans. So, buddy's drill, it's his farm. We got our tractor on his drill doing some bean drilling here. So, stay with us and we'll go through drilling beans. So, 30-foot Case 5500 soybean special. So one thing that was just kind of interesting, when he bought this drill, I started looking up information about it and trying to find some stuff about it. There's really not too many YouTube videos of a 5500 soybean special in operation. There's a few, but they're all a little bit older, a little bit dated videos. Which it is just a little bit older drill, but anyway, it's 15-inch row spacing, with the exception in between the two drill boxes is 20-inch spacing. So be aware that if you're looking at a 5500 soybean special with intentions on planting true 15-inch beans following 30-inch rows, that's not going to work. So it is 15-inch spacing on the rows, but like I said, it is not. So yes, if you want to plant 15-inch beans with the rows on 30-inch rows, this one is probably not the best option in the 30-foot configuration. So overall though, it is a very simple drill to use. It runs a Case standard double disc opener row unit with a standard Case closing system. So that is kind of nice. It's a very easy row unit to use and work on. Depth setting is extremely easy. Down pressure setting is easy on the drill unit. One thing to note too, especially in no-till, the maximum down pressure you can get on these row units, according to the book, is 215 pounds. So if you get into some extremely hard ground, it might be just a little tricky to get things to depth. But overall though, it's working pretty good. So we're gonna keep drilling away here. Yeah, this was seed corn last year, so it is a little harder ground. There's some cow trails out here every now and then from some cows from grazing over the winter months, but there's a little bit of a chance of rain tomorrow. So we got the updated drought map the other day, and it did not look terribly great. So yeah, the updated drought map, when it came out, still shows us in severe drought. There's some areas, most of the western half of the state is in extreme drought, and this week there's even a few areas of the state that jumped into the exceptional drought category. It is kind of clouding up though. There's a slim chance of some rain this afternoon. There's a 60% chance for tomorrow, albeit not very much in terms of amount, but a chance is a chance. So I just threw out a video yesterday. We fired the wells up for the first time of the year on the ground that the first planted corn ground, so had some crusting issues going on there and needed to get herbicide watered in and get it properly activated. So we did spin the pivots real fast yesterday just to make sure things are working the way they're supposed to be working. So first pivot already made its circle. It's done, it's shut off. So one thing to note on this drill though is we do have a drill monitor, but it's only monitoring seed flow on 4 of the row units. So you do have to keep a close eye on it and look for beans spilling out of the cups on the drill. Make sure you don't have a blockage someplace. So it's one thing to take note of. It's not like a corn planter where it's monitoring seed flow on every row across the planter. Here it's just, there's only 4 rows across all of them, so that is a little bit of a downfall, but luckily it's, I don't know if you can see that, but it is pretty easy to see where the seed tubes are and where the cups are. So just keep looking back and watching for beans spilling over the top, and then you know you have an issue. So anyway, stay tuned, we'll keep drilling. So we've had a little bit of a breakdown. I was looking backwards and I could see all these closing wheels bouncing a lot. And looking behind the tractor, you could see there's one row that's just a little different. Stop, come back here, and we have lost, should be a couple pins or bolt or something that holds these closing discs up. As you can see, we've lost that. And when you lose that, you lose your spring tension on your closing disc. So we are going to re-engineer this just a little bit using what we got. Alright, so the other day we left off, we just started drilling beans with the 5500 soybean special. Today it's been about 3 days, but we are back at it doing some custom work. So still running no-till corn ground with it. It's been working good actually for being a soybean drill. This thing has been really accurate and easy to set. So have been extremely impressed with that fact about it. We did have to replace one of the main carrier tires, pulled out of the field yesterday and blew a tire going down the road, so that was kind of an inconvenience. Luckily the local tire shop got here really fast, and I had to go into town anyway for something else, and by the time I got back they had it fixed and up and running. So yeah, other than that it's been pretty problematic free. Minus the other day we had that little snafu with a press wheel on the back, but no, it's been pretty accurate. The ground has been really hard in some places, so it's been a little bit of a struggle to get things to depth at times. Really probably needed a pivot ran around or don't seem to be one of them in the forecast for us anytime soon, so I guess it is what it is. But we've got the drill set at maximum down pressure, which is like 215 pounds is what it's rated for according to the book with the way we have it set. So I guess it is what it is. Needed something to sip on there, but no, other than that, it is it's the 10th of May. The weather's finally kind of straightened out and feels like spring. Daytime temps now are up in the 70s, the low 80s where they should be. It's really felt like for the last month things have been abnormally cold compared to normal. Had a lot of nights down in the 30s with frost warnings and freeze or frost advisories. So I don't know, this spring has been kind of weird. I gotta turn around, spin on in, let auto steer take over.
That's tornado.
Yeah, we've had a
12.
lot of dust nados today. There's been a couple really big ones a couple times. Got Buddy Boy riding with us again today. Don't know why, he likes riding on the floor of the tractor instead of in the buddy seat, but I guess each to their own. So we do have a track tension warning going on, which it's this the right hand track. We need to go get the hose and pump it up. We just had some work done on the tracks not too long ago. We put new front idlers on the tracks, and so it's been a few little hiccups ever since then. We ended up rebuilding the track cylinder on the left side of the tractor, and the right side we need to pump it up. So we've just been keeping an eye on it, making sure that things aren't going to get out of hand with it. So far it's been fine, but luckily it isn't hard to pump them up. There's a hose, you can plug it into the back end of the tractor, and then you can use your hydraulic remotes here to pump them up and put tension into the track adjust cylinders. So luckily it's fairly easy. It's not like you have to have a special machine or anything. You just have to have the hydraulic hose in order to do it. So next topic, the 8400T. So far it hasn't been bad. We've still got some stuff to do to the track system and the undercarriage as time goes on. Like I said, we replaced the front idlers, got that project done. We ended up putting new bushings in the left front side, the pivot bushings and track alignment bushings for the track adjuster. Does use just a little engine oil, but it is within specifications for a tractor with 10,000 hours on it and the 8.1 liter engine. So overall though, I've been pretty happy with it. It runs good, it runs nice. For being the first tractor that we've purchased as a farm, it will do just fine. So there's a couple more things I'd like to do to it as time goes on, and we'll get there as time and money allows. There's some more improvements to it. So one big shell-shocking thing that I did learn with this thing was, so we bought a used Starfire 6000 Globe with an RTK receiver, so that way we have RTK guidance. I need to clutch out that side. Yeah, it was shell-shocking as to what GPS costs. I think I'm turning around here and it's kind of a tricky little spot, and I got alarms and monitors and everything else beeping at me. Anyway, yeah, little shell-shocking as to what GPS costs. I believe the receiver was like $4,500, and like I said, that was even used. I didn't even buy it new, and then it's $1,200 a year for the subscription for RTK guidance. So, which, like in our case, we're strip tilling with it, we're planting with it, and so having that sub-inch pass-to-pass accuracy is super important for what we're trying to do with it. So, but yeah, that was extremely eye-opening getting into this project and figuring out what that costs. I'd like a fancier monitor. We've got a John Deere 2600 in here, but it does everything I need it to do, and a friend had it and is letting me use it, so that was very appreciated, and definitely helped save some money there. So, but overall though, the tractor's been running good. I've been happy with it. Like I said, it's classic 8000 series John Deere tractor. They're a really good machine, so hopefully it stays that way.